I'm singing California songs. Why that motherfucker, apparently, they had to FaceTime me and make sure I was good. So, yeah, like, last night, because I had slept all day yesterday, but that motherfucker called me last night, wanted to see my motherfucking face and make sure I was straight. Like, I could just tell them. He was like, nah, I need you. Like, okay then, period. Shit. But we had an interesting conversation. He was real nice. All right, let's see. There's a breakthrough here. Major truths are being revealed, or things are being revealed to you. All right, my name is Ari, the Healing Empress, aka the Fly Goddess. All right, breaking through major truths. 43 could be significant. All right, 7 could be significant. Spirit is guiding you. All right, you're being heavily protected and guided at this time because you got ops around you. Like I said, truths are being revealed about certain people. All right, people that, I don't know, people who you'll find out, you're gonna find out that people really don't support you. They like it when you got heavy burdens. You know what I'm saying? When things are in and out for you. All right, joyous happiness, openness. All right, it's like spirit is allowing people to see certain things. All right, healthy limitations, boundaries. All right, obstruction. It's like somebody don't like the fact that you got that you. It's like that you won't let them just do whatever the fuck they want to do. Type energy. All right, great possession and abundance. All right, because it's like somebody want to be your handler. All right, and this could be family. All right, they see the fact that you are gradually progressing. They see the development. They see the change. All right, and this is bringing conflict within themselves, because not with you. All right, peace and harmony is here because you've created these healthy boundaries and limitations. All right, you have this happiness and this openness. All right, you and to yourself. All right, transformation. Somebody don't like the fact that you change. All right, people don't like the fact that you change because they can't do the same shit that they've been doing when it comes to you. All right, feeling trapped. All right, shit. Now these people, again, it has everything to do with energy. You don't give these people a time of day. You don't let these people in your energy, and they don't like that shit because they need it. Unbalanced relationships. That shit flew over the phone. Unbalanced relationships. All right, these people want you to be in alliances with them, blocking all your fucking blessings. All right, influence, attraction. All right, because they know that you bring shit. All right, and they want the shit that you bring without doing the damn work. Right, abundance, peak success, ultimate abundance. All right, enthusiasm, inspired action. Something is giving you some sort of inspired action to do something different. All right. So you may be looking at something differently, like, hell, if you were moving, you're looking into something different about being, like, away from certain people. All right, so you may be looking to move to another state or something. It's something that's changing, it's making you look at forward movement differently. All right, strategy and discipline. All right, emotional, deep. You get ready to go through something, and it's going to be emotional for you, but it's going to be a blessing. It's a blessing. All right, retreat. Yeah, it's like a strategic way of leaving. All right, you could be leaving the fucking city. You could be leaving the state. All right, pure intentions is here. Radical change. Yeah. Heavy change. All right, you're going to get some sort of subtle influence that's going to allow you to be able to do something like quickly is what I'm feeling. All right, is what I'm feeling. Let's see. Immortality. Somebody is saying that whatever they do, they can't stop you. All right. Protection, magic, independence, adventures here. Somebody is finding out something. Disclosure, revelation. All right. Somebody is finding out something. This is somebody who was trying to be you. All right. Resilience is here. Robustness and courage. All right. Protection, royalty, and divinity. I just feel like somebody finding out who the fuck you are. Cosmic order, darkness, and dream. All right. Somebody is finding out that you belong to the cosmos. Something about your energy, renewal, second chance. All right. Fresh start. All right. And whatever you're getting ready to find out is gonna bring you some sort of fresh new starts. All right. Cosmic order again. So this was like going to happen regardless. All right. You are connected to the underworld as well. All right. You're about to be tested, but still know that you got strength. And this is all of the shit you've been going through. All right. People testing your ass. All right. But prioritize freedom and mental clarity. You love your freedom. All right. Mental clarity and prioritize. All right. Spirit wants you to live in the now and know that you are protected and you got opportunities coming in. Immortality, protection, independence, and magic. Again, you are protected by the underworld. All right. Somebody's finna mourn something. All right. You're moving forward with great happiness. But somebody was trying to do something which will be them in a fucked up situation. Truth, justice, and balance. All right, power, enchantment, responsibility. All right, activity. What is this? Revered worship. Worship, productivity. All right, protection, independence. It's a lot of protection here. Heavy ass protection. All right, you're gonna find out the truth about something, and Spirit wants you to just chill and let Spirit get that lick back. All right, because something's getting ready to happen when it comes to someone. All right, afterlife, peace, paradise. Somebody could be passing away too. Darkness, damn, here go Anubis. All right, all for money, power. All right, wisdom is here. You're getting ready to find out something about some money. Wealth is here. All right, a mask is falling. Damn. Somebody did something fucked up when it came to some money. All right, and this person is getting ready to have a whole bunch of chaos in their life. Tears, sad, sorrow, rain. All right, Spirit say, but this is order. Harmony. This is bringing some sort of harmony in and healing, being guided to the right place. All right, protection, restoration, enchantment. Let the magic in your life. Protection, vigilance. All right, like I said, something dark is getting ready to happen, but it don't have nothing to do with you. All right, somebody's getting ready to be more in a situation. Somebody's going to do it. All right, and it has everything to do with something that they did. Somebody's going to pay for what they did. Somebody thought they was getting away with something. All right, let's see. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. All right, Ten of Swords. All right, somebody wanted to betray you, ended up betraying themselves. But I'm hearing the worst. The worst is over. The worst is over. Strength is here. Harpy Eagle. Something good is getting ready to happen for you. You got some sort of celebration coming in, all right. The word. You're going to receive some sort of communication. Queen of Pentacles. This definitely got something to do with finances. All right. You are being protected by spiritual beings at this time. As something comes towards you, all right. The spring is significant. All right. We're coming out of spring going into summer. Ace of Pentacles. Baby, you finna get exactly what you need at the right time. Something that you're building. Something that you're manifesting. Alright, something about the path that you're on. Alright, your side options is here. Being able to do what is needed. Alright, coming from out of hermit mode. You could have been staying to yourself a lot, not doing anything, not going anywhere, not going places that you wanted to. Something is getting ready to be balanced. Alright, and I feel like there's protection here as well. Alright, Death Mother is here. I just feel like somebody passing away too. It's something about someone that you've known for a while. Somebody from your childhood. Six of Wands. Alright, Queen of Pentacles is here. Alright, the path. Yeah, whatever path this is, you're going to be able to basically do whatever it is that you want. Alright, equal give and take is here. It's like you co-creating with the universe. Alright, to have the things that you're wanting. Alright, the word. Yeah, something about your word, the way that you manifest, the things that you're manifest. Alright, manifesting. I'm hearing being careful what you're saying, because those things are manifesting into your reality. Alright, so that and the thinking. Hidden motives. Alright, somebody had hidden motives. Alright, emotional attachments to somebody who you were emotionally attached to, somebody who would breadcrumb you. Alright, smoke and mirrors mean you're seeing through shit. Alright, the window is opening. Alright, something is happening so you can, it's almost like an escape route. Spirit is giving you an out, healthy timing. Alright, all at the same time. Alright, I'm hearing on time. Something is right on time. Something is right on time. Alright, and this is all because you had to give something an easy no. Alright, you had to, like, something that you wasn't satisfied with, and you gave it an easy no. And you walked away from it because it wasn't giving you the same energy. Alright, it was a no, not yet. Something wasn't for you. Alright, and no response is a response. Alright, so you could be cutting people off with, like, no warning type of energy. No warning. Yeah, walking away. Alright, something feels off. You're just feeling like everything feels off. Like everybody acting weird as fuck. Alright, Spirit is wanting you to know that you've sensed this before the proof arrives. Alright, so it's telling you something about people. Alright, overthinking. Spirit said don't overthink too much. Alright, you're gonna drown out your intuition. Alright, clear intentions was right in front of you, direct and honest. Alright, let's see here. Let's see here. Alright, a no response again. So you could be ignoring somebody. Spirit don't want you to feel like you're obligated to talk to people is what I'm hearing. Somebody could feel like you're obligated to talk to them. It's a no-go. Alright, it's something that your spirit knows, and that shit coming to light. Alright, selective memory. Alright, people just be fucking lying. Alright, people remember what the fuck they want to remember. Alright, what are you ignoring? And that's some of the shit that's like some of the things that we've been ignoring when it comes to people. Alright, people have selective memory. They don't remember what the fuck they said or what they did. They remember what the fuck they want to. Alright, peace is a sign. Clarity often feels calm, not dramatic. Alright, clarity is just walking away from manipulation. Alright, pressure, guilt, urgency is not alignment. All right. Stop seeking permission. All right. Both paths have a cost. Every decision asks for a sacrifice. All right. So everything you do, every path that you go down has some sort of a sacrifice attached to it. Okay. Let's see. All right, discernment card, two of them came out. All right, all money is not good money, and trust your gut. All right, this could be getting ready to come up. All right, the invitation. You are being asked to participate or collaborate in something. The spirit is wanting you to trust your gut. All right, it's three discernment cards. All right, missed opportunity. All right, so it may be an opportunity that you need to decline. It may be an opportunity that you need to decline. All right, this could be people, place, thing, heal. All right, negotiation on the table. All right, you maybe need to negotiate something beforehand. All right, Spirit wants you to use your discernment on whatever this is. All right, energy exchange. Check whether this energy is balanced. All right, Spirit is asking you to use your tuition a lot right now. Your discernment is on high. Spirit wants you to use it. Spirit say raise your prices as well. Return on the investment, side hustle, additional income streams are available. All right, so Spirit wants you to up your prices. All right, there's a golden opportunity that's getting ready to happen for you. All right, a delayed approval. Something was held up behind the scenes. All right, delayed. All right, but was always still coming. Royal inheritance. All right, your money flow is getting ready to change. All right, your money could be slow but steady, but not instant. All right, that's getting ready to change. All right, you got a financial blessing coming your way. All right, unexpected support and provision is here. All right, so Spirit is wanting you to use your discernment because Spirit, again, do not want you helping the motherfuckers that you've been helping. All right, let's see. Let's get a few initials. All right, MIA. You could be getting ready to get missing, or Miami could be significant, or some out of sight, out of mind is what I heard. All right, DEA. Damn, DEA or dead is here. AW is significant. AW, raw is here. Draw. Drawn. EX. All right, you could withdraw yourself from something. All right. Yarn is here. I hear bar and I hear farm. Brat, that's what I'm hearing. Yacht. Yet. Something almost is ready. Crave. You could be craving something. All right, rain. With. Yeti cup is significant. So tumbler cups. Straw is here. Strawberry is significant. DC. Toys is here. Somebody thought that they could play with you. Hots. Somebody's gonna get ready to rot. All right. Bar, scar. Somebody can have a scar. Somebody's a liar. Somebody's a seer. Sears is here. South Carolina. Let's see what letters fail. See what letters fail. All right, BL. Black is significant. Confirmation. Alright, let's see. The reader's pretty like, can't nobody fuck with you. Straight to the point. We finna handle this. It sounds like ancestors just really out here handling shit. That's what it sounds like. Here we have. Let's see. Alright, easy sailing. Something's going to be easy sailing from here. Alright, I'm here seeing what needs to be seen. Confirmation. Alright, come in with a surprise. Texas is significant. Florida could be significant. Alright, hard times are over. Somebody is popping up and not saying shit. Alright, so the only way that somebody can pop up and not say shit is they have to know where the fuck you at. Alright, easy sailing is here. Alright, coming to surprise you. Alright, somebody, shopping spree is here. Somebody want to do something for you, millionaire. Somebody getting their dough kicked in. Florida is significant. Message coming in. Again, somebody is popping up and not saying shit. I feel like somebody popping up and saying shit. Either you're not talking to them. Justice is here. Alright, princess treatment. Somebody wants to extend your family. Car accident. Somebody's scared now. Leaving the East Coast. McDonald's is significant. Rental. Somebody got in a car accident in a rental. Somebody telling you before they make a move. Alright, what? Divine intervention. Daytime. A significant courthouse. Justice is here. Somebody finna get a whole bunch of money from the goddamn courthouse. Alright, somebody finna get some information that's gonna lead to a bunch of money. Alright, poison is here. Alright, moving quietly. Alright, lighthouse is here. Somebody moving quietly because of something that they saw. Somebody's being guided to do something. Alright, their money flow. Alright, small. Grandmother is here. Sagittarius. Apartment. Alright, so I don't know. Maybe seeing something. Something about apartments. Moving quietly. You could be moving out of an apartment into ownership of something. Alright, so somebody unalive somebody. Alright, somebody could be getting caught up, projecting. Somebody could have did something using spell work. Alright, beach is here, moving quietly. The beach. You could be going to the beach. You could be going to the water. Lighthouse is significant. You need to find a lighthouse. See what the closest lighthouse to you is. Alright, Emperor is here. There's an emperor moving quietly too because of family. Alright, somebody is drinking heavy now due to the loss of something. Alright, somebody doesn't want to keep you waiting. California is here. Alright, somebody is more in love with you now. Somebody's getting ready to buy business supplies. Alright, again, somebody getting inspired. Walmart is here. Somebody knows that you are special. Hard times are over. Alright, daughter is significant, easy sailing. Something's getting ready to happen. Alright, projecting. Alright, money coming in. Somebody was paid to unalive you. Alright, because you own something. Somebody wanted to end everything for you. Somebody throwing their entire family away for peace. Alright, they know. Somebody could be watching your social medias. All right, a mansion is here. It's something that's supposed to be yours, and this is why. Again, you haven't moved yet. Somebody could be coaching somebody. Or somebody try to coach somebody and do the skill work and they passed away. All right, somebody coming in with a surprise gift for you and you only. All right, white man is here. Something that you're not even thinking of. Somebody can see everything now, Libra. There's some sort of justice happening. All right, congratulations, you did it. All right, it's something that's coming through for you. It wants to. There's a whole bunch. That card keep coming out. There's a whole bunch of people, and I feel I went somewhere the other day, and I sat at the table and I looked up, and it said, "Congratulations, you did it. You graduated." Right. So I'm feeling like Spirit put you through a series of things, and you graduated. Like Spirit see that you can handle certain things, no effort. All right. Let's see here. All right, royalty money. They see your glow up. Somebody see that you are not the same person. All right, so whoever was lying on you not being able to hold on to this gift. All right, something about 1 week. All right, you could be driving somewhere to receive something. All right, the money tree is here. Some sort of abundance coming your way. Child is significant. Child's mother. Money call for you. Alright, royal money. Crystal is significant. Alright, somebody sees your glow up. Alright, and you will forgive them. Alright, whoever this person is. Alright, a father figure, a child, a baby father could be significant. Alright, set up a baby mother or a mother try to set up a baby mama to be quiet or a baby father to be quiet. Somebody paid somebody to be quiet. All right, getting money at the same time. All right, something about Denny's is significant. Somebody is seeing things your way now. This is a father figure. Somebody misses the laughter. Somebody is no longer karmic. Or somebody no longer wants to be karmic. All right, a sister aunt here, sister-in-law. Right. Let's see. All these breakfast restaurants coming out. All right, things about to get. Things aren't busy because you're supposed to be resting. All right, so Spirit wants you to know that you are supposed to be getting rest at this time. All right, somebody watching you online on the rugs. All right, somebody watching you elevate. Somebody had to make a decision. All right, when somebody else getting some money at the same time. All right, somebody had to choose something. Maryland. All right, somebody tried to unalive somebody in order to receive something. Pineapple is here. All right, your first plan is happening. Somebody want to do some sort of jar magic. That shit ain't work on a divine feminine. All right, you're right about the family. Somebody try to set somebody up, a baby mother. All right, so somebody being set up by the baby mama. All right, doing shit up under the moon. All right, offer is here. Somebody has to come and tell you some sort of truth. That's the only way you waking up to good news. SEX here. All right, more money than you expected. Predestined superpowers. All right, powering up. Somebody had you all the fuck wrong. All right, road trip is here. All right, somebody is waiting until they get ready to come and get you to avoid. All right, so this person may not contact you. All right, until they're like on their way. Type energy, whoever this is. All right, somebody could be into something. All right, you're about to be flying. You about to go somewhere. You're gonna have to fly there. Everything is happening just like you wanted. All right. As soon as you hear from this person, you're leaving. All right. So it's like the next time you hear from somebody, relocation soon came out. All right, you're moving. All right. So I don't know. Hear from this person don't want to move. Empress. All right. You are the only person that trusts their money and their heart. All right. So somebody is receiving something, and they only trust you. All right. Sun, Waffle House is significant. Bad. All right. Virginia is here going to a spa, and somebody's coming to tell you the truth. That's the only way. I said that shit. All right, somebody's coming to tell you the truth about something. All right, good or bad. All right, this person feels like they have to be honest. All right, somebody is rushing in with some sort of communication. All right, somebody wants peace. If somebody found out that a child's not theirs, Orlando is here in Park. All right, amusement park could be significant. Somebody could be going to an amusement park. Somebody's assisting you. All right, Mercedes is here. All right, somebody is not dead. All right, something is not dead or something is not over. All right, somebody tried to tear you apart. All right, and it wasn't fucking working. All right, even when somebody tried to tear you apart, you still smiling from ear to ear. You're still somebody wanted you to be complete. Alright, my bad, dog. Alright, my bad, dog. Alright, so yeah, somebody wanted something to be disconnected, whether it was a now. Alright, there's a house already picked out. You got a lot of haters. Alright, somebody wanted, there's no more proof. Somebody wanted to make your life miserable. But there's a plot twist getting ready to happen. Alright, everything that the motherfucker said you was lacking, you're gonna have all at once. Alright, seeing that your feelings are real and house is picked out. Alright, somebody's outgrown a place. Something doesn't feel the same anymore. Alright, somebody understands the position that you have in the world and somebody no longer wants to be karmic. Alright, somebody deceased is trying to contact you. Alright, making money in your sleep. Alright, somebody found out that somebody was trying to steal something. Somebody was recording somebody. All you gotta do is wait. Alright, somebody having to sit down when it comes to you and coming back begging to make things right. Alright, and that is your read. Alright, if anybody else on YouTube is wanting a read, there's only one person on here. If you're wanting a read, please DM me. Alright, have a good one.